All right, we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, internet. Greetings, one and all. We are live on OBS, and it is streaming directly to YouTube. At the moment, let me be sure I have everything correctly in place.
Hello.
Camera is here. Testing. I have my guests right now. Bobby, Ojeh, and Lawrence Nyambe. Bobby is just joining us on the second part of the show, but he was scheduled to join us from the first part of the show. We just had some mild issue on technicalities and we could not blend both calls together, but we've achieved that now and we are live. Allow me to reintroduce myself again. My name is Prince Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Atede, Anyawuna Waroha one of Abugo, but my friends, your friends, they call me Eddy4ShoT, and it's a pleasure to have you on the other show, on the other side of the listening wave. Welcome to the Flight on the Wall podcast, and my guests are, please introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
Okay, I think Bobby, you go first.
My name is Bobby Ojeh, and I'm pleased to be on the podcast. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you. Thank you for having us. Lawrence, go ahead and introduce yourself for those who are just joining us.
Yes, I will do this again and in a proper manner than before. So I am Lawrence Nyambe, the entity Swiss, the only entity to exist outside the normal laws of physics. Yeah, that sounded real good. Yeah.
That sounded good in your head, didn't
it?
It's good. Well, thank you. Welcome to the show. We really appreciate you. We are live on YouTube now. I just saw the link go live, so people can join us. I want to see how it's showing up on that side so that I'll be sure that we are in good focus. Awesome. Everything looks good so far. So, gentlemen, the topic of the show today was growth and development, and literally we made the topic on the fly. So we were growing on the fly, developed on the race.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate it when we have multiple points of view. We have right now 3 points of view which we could ask, and the topic, as I said, growth and development, and a subtopic that stemmed out of it, Lawrence came up with, was spiritual growth. Spiritual growth in the sense of self-actualization, in investing in a higher power, understanding that you are a being on this planet, in this universe, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. And if there's any time I'm wrong, please feel free to step in and correct me. I want you to reintroduce your part. Tell us about your topic for a short bit, and then Bobby will go ahead and introduce himself, tell us about who he is, how he got to know me, how this show is, what's going on this show, his point of view on the topic of spiritual actualization or spiritual growth, and growth and development in the long run. And maybe later on we will also talk about something that Bobby thinks we will all be interested in. So thank you guys for joining us. Please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button down there, and hit the bell and do the thing. You'll see a nice notification. I really appreciate you all. So please go ahead.
Yo.
Yeah, Lawrence, go ahead. Your table is yours.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we were touching spiritual growth.
Mm-hmm.
After starting with growth and development. And when we talked about spiritual growth, we talked about a few points. We talked about self-assurance, if I'm correct. Yes, Edward?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, we talked about self-assuring oneself with, okay, whatever you're doing, how much faith do you have in it? How much energy does your assurance carry with it? We touched an aspect of the name. The name, I believe, was the last part we touched. Yeah,
yes,
the name, knowing the name, the meaning of the name, and let's say if there were any predecessors before you, what that name meant for them. But it all comes down to one thing. And information, data. Data can be lost, but the understanding still remains the same. Yes, Edward?
Yes, indeed. Carry on, please.
Yeah. So if we were to build up from where we left off, of which we started from the fly, we will continue from the fly, but trust me, people, this will be good.
Let's see what
So
you
we
did there.
ended with the name. Now we have to enter. Excellent has come up. The vessel. The vessel having the name. The vessel being you. If you do remember, I did talk about one aspect where if we're to measure the energy, if we're to measure the spiritual presence of a person and measure it in comparison to some energy, how big would it be? If we talk about how big would that energy be, then we have to talk about the vessel.
Indeed.
In you and me. Yeah. So how much, depending on how much you believe in yourself, that's how big your vessel will be. So is the vessel bigger than the universe it exists in?
Is the vessel
Right.
bigger than the universe it exists in? Okay.
Yes. Or is the vessel confined by whatever size the universe it exists in? I, for one, believe as an entity, I am a vessel so big I exist outside. I watch everything from the side. Yeah.
Spectator, so to speak.
So,
Lawrence,
yes, exactly.
Lawrence, what do you mean by that?
Okay. Speaking from a personal experience, people have always found it hard to understand what I'm saying unless they really ponder and think about it real well. So one time I did think, am I a spectator watching everybody? Or am I with everybody within a certain system? Yes? So it all comes down back to the vessel. How big is this vessel? How much can this vessel hold? Of course, we are talking about spiritual growth. So yes, the size of the vessel changes as we grow spiritually. So now comes the question, how do we make this vessel grow better and bigger for it to hold more? I don't know, Edward, what do you think about this? How can we?
I like your mindset, the way you approach the question about growth and development and spirituality, down to naming yourself and what it means for a name to impact you. And you used the word fly,
Yes.
which I was like, cool, because the name of this podcast is Flight on the Wall podcast with Eddy4ShoT, your host.
Yeah.
And we have Lawrence, Nyambe, and Bobby on the show as well. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. And just to answer your question on what it is, the vessel and the containment, basically. What you're trying to ask is the containment problem. So if a creator, if an unknowing being is to exist, does it bend to the laws of physics and is confined within the universe that it's created, that it's created, or is it outside of the confines of physics? So it's the perplexing
I'm
part
burnt
for
right
me.
now.
That's the perplexing part for me, you see. So I'm like,
That's powerful, bro. I'm burnt with data right now. You're burning me, bro.
I'll just try.
Go
So
on.
I'm getting a call. Who's calling me? So Jaru is trying to join. I think I should add him to this call as well. This is going to be a cool one because we're having. Hold on, let me just pause this call. And I think I should add him to this because he was supposed to be a guest on this show as well. So bear with me, guys.
Okay.
The
The more the merrier, bro.
Oh yes, the more the merrier. This is how we do this on the Flight on the Wall podcast. I don't know if he'll be able to join with the link I just sent to him, but if he does, he should pop up. And I think he did. Hello, is this Jaru? Chigos, is that you?
Yeah, it's me, Mika. How you doing?
I am great. Thank you for asking. Welcome. We are live on the Flight on the Wall podcast right now, and I'm having some technical difficulty on placing my phone and where to be accurately heard. But we are live with Lawrence, Nyambe, and Bobby Ojeh, and we are having a very interesting topic when you called in. I just wanted to know if you wanted to join us with that topic or you had something you wanted to tell us real quick.
Okay. First of all, hello everybody. How you not doing now?
We greet
Hey,
you.
Jaru.
Well, I agree that
I always wanted to say that.
Look, whoa, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
Hello, can they hear me?
Yes, everybody
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
get you.
Bobby, can you hear him as well?
No, respect. First of all, I need to greet the house first before I put in my 2 cents,
Yes.
Nice one.
Okay, then the next thing is I would love to know the topic first of all. Then, I want to know the topic, and I want to know, I want to know the topic, and let me, how I can come in and what I can add to, to what you guys are discussing.
Excellent. That is the excellence. Yes, please. I'll go ahead and reintroduce everybody so we know where we are starting with and who is going next. Currently,
Okay.
as I said, my name is Prince Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Atede Anyawuna Waroha one of Abugo, but my friends call me Eddy4ShoT. For those just joining me, we are live today with 3 illustrious guests from international origin. We have one from Zambia and I believe 2 from Nigeria at this point. And the one from Zambia is my old friend from Ternopil, Ukraine. We went to university together. He's actually my best friend currently. Lawrence Nawa Nyambe. If you can say hi so I can just move on to the next person.
Okay, hi everyone.
Okay, awesome. Next person on the line is Bobby Ojeh. You might know him from St. Gregory's College, Ikoyi, Lagos. I went to high school with. Yes.
Yeah, it sounds really.
He is the exact same person that Bobby Ojeh. We went to high school together at St. Gregory's College, Ikoyi, Lagos, and he's been a good friend of mine. And we recently got in contact again, and this is actually his first time on the show. The other 2 people are actually recurring members on the show, which is awesome. Thank you guys for coming back. We really appreciate it. Bobby Ojeh is a talented investor. He has a company in Nigeria. And sorry, I did not even talk about Lawrence's occupation, but I think they will do a better, how will I say, a better job at explaining who they are. I just want to give a primer introduction to all of them. And last but not least, Mr. Chigozie Iwu. He just joined us on this part 2 of this topic, growth and development. We're talking about spiritual growth currently. Spiritual growth in respect to growth and development, self-actualization, self-affirmation, the meaning of a name. Currently, we also talked about vessels and containments of vessels. If a creator created, is he within the universe or is he outside of the universe or without the universe? Is he bound with the laws of time or laws of physics? What controls or what are the rules in the land where the gods live? I guess that's where my own tangent kind of went to. And before your call came in, and I really appreciate you for wanting to be a part of the show and come and join and talk about this. We also invite everybody to join us whenever you guys get the chance. Give us a like and a subscribe. This will really help us to bring out more. If you guys really like something like this, so please, Lawrence, you can go ahead and reintroduce what you were saying so that Jaru can. I hope I answered your question on the topic of the show, and
Yeah, you killed it, bro. You killed it.
I'm telling you, you literally did. That's really nice, bro. Nice, good topic.
Yeah.
Good topic.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Yes. So please,
Um,
Lawrence, you go ahead and finish your this so
yes.
that Bobby can go ahead, and then Jaru can give us his 2 cents, as he said. We need 50 cents, maybe.
Okay, so looking at where we stopped, about the vessel. Jaru, man, Jaru, you just had to do it. Yeah. I mean, it was needed, Bright. It was really needed. I mean, this was quite tense for a topic, like really tense. Yeah, but yeah. So I was talking about the vessel. Yeah, and the vessel being us. So in short, I wanted to find out, what do you guys think? Like, if we are the vessel, then how much we can hold within us, right, is kind of like limitless. I do think it's limitless. So are there any key points that we can follow as human beings, like to help the vessel grow bigger, for us to hold more and more?
It's a good question. For me,
Yes.
I guess I'll answer first, and then I guess Bobby Ojeh will go next. What I think I do to make my vessel a bigger containment for this uncontainable entity that is an almighty, is known by many names in different languages, in different religions. Is known by many names. Some religions internalize it, that also explains the vessel aspect, where we are transcending vessels that move from sperm cells to the egg, and then we become a zygote, and then we are born as a baby, we grow up as an adult, then we die as an old person, and we return back to dust, which then gets recycled back into plant life, and then an animal eats that, and then an animal poops that out, and you continue onwards as star stuff. Yes, sir.
Yeah, like pluck my life.
So I would like Bobby to come in now and tell us what he thinks on this aspect, on this topic, and tell us about yourself, tell us who you are, and how this topic kind of moves you to what do you think. Just let go.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start from, because the topic is, in fact, you just busted my bubble, like what you just said. Is there any other thing that needs to be said? But I think for me, there's something that you said when Jaru came on board, when you were talking about, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm deviating a little, where you were saying something. I thought you were saying something, Eddie, you were saying something concerning whether the creator exists inside
the universe, or is the universe, right?
Yeah. But
I love that statement. I was going to comment on that thing, but
it struck a chord, because the thing is, come to think of it, because the creator cannot exist inside time. Because if the creator exists inside time, then he becomes a man.
Exactly.
No way the creator who created, because the creator cannot be in what he has created.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. The creator can never be. So imagine it. So if the creator who created the universe is inside what he has created, that means he becomes a man, because man also creates things to fit his own existence.
Yes, this is good. This is really.
I love this.
So this is getting juicy, guys.
So I'm just opening our minds. So that means then if you now say the gods, you mentioned something about the gods.
Yes.
Remember, so let me bring it down to our local palace. So we have gods in our villages. So we're meant to believe that our gods, play a very vital role in so many things. In fact, back then people used to worship our gods, and they believe that our gods speak and all that. So that means there must be a higher God, because there is no way. Because if our gods actually created the universe, these gods cannot be in existence inside us. It cannot stay with us. It can't communicate with us, because this is time. I don't know what I'm making. Do you get?
Yes.
So for me, I think that this topic itself, in terms of everything entirely in terms of, you know, when we started it came out with so many babies and all that.
Yeah.
For me, simplicity, just to make it simple, let's not make it. Yes, we are thinking we are thinking through it. It makes sense. We're thinking about it in terms of the spiritual aspect of it. But growth is growth.
Indeed.
You know, after you made mention of me, yeah, exactly. So whether you're growing spiritually or physically, it has to do with the knowledge you have. So you keep growing. You know, there's an energy that says that the day you stop, so knowledge. So the day you stop studying or the day you stop gaining knowledge, that's the day you die. So I think the spiritual aspect of what we're talking about is like a discovery. So you cannot phantom it, you cannot exhaust it. So it's through discovery that we begin to, you know, find that balance that, okay, this is this, okay, the universe, the creator, we begin to expand our mind because it's endless. If we begin to talk about this, we cannot exhaust it, because tomorrow we still talk about this, because you still see things in different shapes and sizes that fit into the context in which we are talking about. So it's endless.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I want to touch on something and then
I love that as well.
Yeah. I also want to touch on something and also bring a known adage and use it to somehow challenge your statement, right? You said the day a man stops learning is the day he dies, correct? I don't know if I said that correctly, but there's also this saying that says the day a man dies is not the day he dies, it is the day he is forgotten. So
remember us.
Yeah, exactly. So it depends on two statements. Context.
Okay.
Yeah, it's context. So I'm saying the day a man. So it's like figurative. So we don't say the man dies physically. We are saying that in terms of, he becomes ignorant. Ignorance is like death. Yes, when a man is not knowledgeable, the man is dead. You can't even, if we didn't have the kind of knowledge we have, we can't be on this podcast. Do you understand? So
I mean, I'm not saying people without knowledge cannot come on this podcast. We are here to enlighten people, you know. So every walks of life is welcome on this podcast. We don't.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying that for you to come on this podcast, when I came on this podcast, you know, it's a podcast, so we can say anything. So
definitely.
I didn't get any brief and all that. So we just came because we have a very vast knowledge about how life is. There's some certain people that will come on this podcast that will be lost. You understand? Do you get me?
That's true.
Exactly. So ignorance, so ignorance is death. That's when a man dies. When a man is very ignorant, in fact, it's worse than death. So that's the context in which I was, you know, saying what I said. And I think the people who always made that statement in terms as regards knowledge was talking about ignorance and death.
I love that. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you for those enlightening statement. And when I also come at you with a criticism of what you said, you also had a very important and very actualized answer that actually explained what I asked. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I also want to use this to extend on to the next guest that we have on the show, Mr. Chigozie, aka Jaru. We want you to use to also use this opportunity.
Ja is ruling.
Ja is ruling. Ja.
Yes, Jaru is on the line.
We had a Jaru back then.
It's him. He's the one.
Is it Jaru?
Yes, the one.
Jaru. It's your voice. This is Jaru now.
I said, I've been saying it.
Chigozie Jaru.
Chigozie Jaru. The one and only.
The baller, the basketballer.
We really appreciate it.
Sorry that we are doing our family meeting.
Sorry about that, bro.
Lawrence is basically Nigerian at this point.
Good to see you.
How that did? And they speak plenty English now, but
No, but you know, because of the audience we have, we need to also.
of course, definitely.
Of course, any now and then you can always like throw back. You know, appreciate all
We can
those people
switch it
from
up.
back
We can
home.
switch it up. The Nigerian in us will switch it up.
Yes, definitely.
Nice one. Definitely.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's cool, man. Greetings once again to the house. Man. And I really appreciate Emeka for. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. I noticed one person just left the. So, okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, Lawrence, his network just dropped out. He'll be back soon. Yes.
All right. No problem, bro.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, I want to appreciate Emeka for having me on the show.
Thank you.
Or online here. I'm really grateful, being part of, anything that has to do with God and anything that has to do with spirituality and growth. And I really do appreciate those topics. So, and okay, let me see, what do I have to say about the whole idea? And when you mentioned that word, that question about asking if God is in the universe, the creator is in the universe, or if it's in or out of it. The first thing that came to my mind was, I don't think he can be in or he can be out. He is the universe himself. He controls the affairs, you understand, of man in the universe. Or he controls the affairs of everything that goes on in the universe. So he can't be in or he can't be out. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I get
Sure, you're making sense.
So he can't be in, he can't be out. He is the universe himself, and he controls the affairs of man. Whatever happens, So, but there was a question I had some time ago about something, because I always had this idea that death itself is not from God. That God doesn't want anything to die, because our God is a God of life. I'm actually throwing a question to the house here, so I want to, get this knowledge about what's this whole thing.
Yes, please join us in the comments, and if you have your answers, please write in the comments right now, okay?
Sorry, what did you say?
No, I was following up on what you said about asking the house. So I was saying those that are online, they can write a comment to us, and we'll be able to say it on the show and ask questions, okay?
All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so let's find out. Hello, what do you guys think?
Yeah, go ahead. Lawrence is back online. Lawrence, please mute your mic, Lawrence. Lawrence, please mute your mic so we can hear Jaru. There we go. Excellent. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so do you guys think the spirit of death is from God? Do you think when people die, God is happy? Do you think when people die, God is happy? Or do you think he is the one in charge? Because he said he gave man life, but the word of God that he said he gave man death.
I don't think God gave anybody. God gave death, because even I don't know, Jerry, whether you're talking about the scriptures now.
Yeah, I'm talking about spirituality in general, because I'm not a religious person, though.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Oh, I love this because we have somebody that is very religious, we have somebody that is not religious, and we have someone that is in between. Perfect. Please, this is going perfectly.
Okay, yes.
Go right ahead.
All right.
Yeah, because for me, Jerry, if you say God loves death,
No. I never said he loves death. I am asking a question. Please let me rephrase that. I am asking a question because I asked the same question some time ago to some religious person, because I asked him, because I'm with this knowledge of God is life and God is light and God is not dead. Do you understand? And God himself doesn't appreciate anything that dies, because anything that is dead no longer serve any purpose. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I believe my God is a God of light and is a God of light. Do you understand? So he works with the living. That's the reason why they call him the living God. So now, but this person now, when I asked the same question, told me that God actually created life and created death. You understand? So I'm trying to understand, because I believe that he's not happy when we die, because probably, and the person now told me something. He said, when you come in, and because that side, that aspect of it made sense to me. He said, when you come in, and that's the reason why most of our prayer lines should be, let me be able to fulfill my purpose here on earth before my time comes for me to leave. Because some people might be alive, but within they are dead. I think someone that statement. Someone mentioned that thing. Yeah, because when you're you're living and you don't have a purpose. You're just, roaming around and you're not making any sense because we actually came here on earth for a purpose.
Yes.
It's not everyone that is actually going to become billionaires or millionaires or whatever it is. It's not everyone that actually came here to make more money. Money is necessary. It's useful. It's a necessity, but it's not a guarantee for you to make heaven. It's not a guarantee for you to be able to fulfill your purpose here on earth. So people are just here to teach, to share certain knowledge, to give out certain messages to the world or to the universe himself. Because that's the right word. That's it's the creator in the world. He is the word. So he's using us as a vessel. I think that's the statement. Someone mentioned he uses us as a vessel. Message to the world. That's the reason why they say never look down on anybody, because you never know where the message come out from.
Yes, you never know who the messenger is. But I just have one question, guys, for everyone. What do we all think of reincarnation?
Wow, I believe it's real though. For me, or I, Gerald Chigozie, will believe it's really real. It's really real, my brother.
What about you, Bobby? What do you say?
I don't believe in it.
Okay. And Lawrence, what about you? What's your answer?
So I don't believe in it.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, Lawrence, what's your answer? And then I'll say my answer, and then you come again with your statement. Why you
I
answer
am
that
going
question?
to touch this topic from a Buddhist point of view.
Okay.
Yes, so for the Buddhists, they say, and this was actually documented, that Buddha died at peace, knowing to say he will not reincarnate, because if he does, then it's kind of like going to school and then repeating a grade. He believed when he dies, he will not reincarnate. He will only move on to a higher state of being. So this is how it actually ended. He was with his disciples. He taught them everything. He gave them the last word. And then he told them, I want to sleep. And do not expect me to wake up. Do not expect me to reincarnate in someone else. Because if I do, I have failed everyone.
So that's reincarnation.
So from a Buddhist point of view, if you reincarnate, then there is something you failed to do on this planet.
All right.
Or
So
in this earth, or in this life.
okay, now that we've understood what reincarnation
Sorry,
is.
hello, sorry, Emeka, hello.
Yes, go
Hello.
ahead.
Sorry, what's the name of the person? Can we all? I don't know the names. I can't see other names on my phone. Sorry, what's the name of the
Sure.
person
That I can reintroduce everyone. First of all, my name is, for those just joining us, and to answer your question, for those just joining us, my name is Dr. Chukwuemeka Edward Atede Anyawuna Waroha One of Fabugu. They're my friends. They call me Eddy4ShoT, and it's a pleasure to have you. I have 3 other guests on the line today. The 3 guests that I have are Lawrence Nyambe. He was the first guest. Oh, somebody is writing me right now. We'll get back to him soon. Sorry for ignoring you. I have Lawrence Nyambe. Lawrence Nyambe is a Zambian, and he's my friend from Ternopil, Ukraine. We went to the same university, or we were in the hostel together, and we lived together in the apartment. He's my best friend for the past, more than 7-8 years now, I guess, or more than 10 years, I guess. Next on the line is Bobby Ojeh, also a friend of mine. I went to high school with him. He's an entrepreneur. I believe this will be the opportunity for everybody to actually introduce themselves after I say this first preliminary, and everybody gives a quick rundown of who they are, what they do, what they like, things like that. And then finally we have Chigozie Iwu Gerald. We call him Jaru. Also an old acquaintance of mine. We went to the same high school together, and I think he left sometime around SS1 to go to another school. So I have somebody that I graduated with in secondary school, somebody that didn't graduate in my school but I still know him, and then somebody that I know from my university days in Ukraine. And who have I been in the most contact phone wise will be Lawrence, and who have I known the longest will probably be Jaru. I think yes. So, thank you all so much for joining us, and please use this opportunity to introduce yourselves in the order that you guys arrived in the show. That will help us to generate a very good flow, so to speak. All right, go ahead, please.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
I get Lawrence, right?
Yes, Lawrence.
All right, nice to meet you, Mr. Lawrence. Go ahead.
Yes, so I asked a question on reincarnation. Yes?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the topic is
And,
growth and development, by the way, and spiritual growth is what we are focusing on. And now you've reached reincarnation part of it. Go ahead, please.
Yes.
Yes. So I was talking about it from a Buddhist point of view.
Okay.
I asked,
Are you a Buddhist?
no, but I have interest in every side of the dice. So I really do look into some things I can manage to digest. So there's one part I really liked about the Buddhist way of taking reincarnation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said if you reincarnate,
Mm-hmm.
it's just the same as imagine you're going to school and repeating a grade. You're not doing something right.
True. True.
Yeah. So they always talked about if after death, there is no death. There is only moving on onto a higher plane of existence.
True.
Yes. And that is exactly how Buddha left us. I mean, he was with his disciples, and one day he just was in the orchard looking at fruits, talking to his disciples, and he just saw a bench and told them, okay, I'm going to lie down. I will not wake up. I will not reincarnate, because if I do, I would have failed everything I have been telling you and teaching you this whole time. But for comfort, not to say I will now move on onto a higher plane of existence. And whatever I'll find there, I just know one thing. I'll keep on moving higher and higher onto a higher plane of existence. And that is why, out of interest, I did ask what do we all think about reincarnation? And I think I'm
the only one that did not answer. Bobby said he does not believe. I think Jaru said
he does not.
Yeah.
He does. Okay, Bobby said he does not believe.
yes.
Yeah, I don't believe in it.
Okay.
And Jaru, what was your answer, Jaru?
I don't hear Jaru's point on this topic as well.
Sorry?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about
Mr. Lawrence, I said I believe in reincarnation, but I also understand the aspect of the Buddha, also the aspect of you coming back, because you only repeat a class when you fail. And that's the idea. That's when I said you should always pray to fulfill your purpose. Because when you come back, the reason you're coming back is because you didn't do something in the past life where you do something that you mission here and you're not able to complete. The last person that came as you, now person didn't do something, an assignment that he was able to fulfill here. And so he needs to come back in your own. So as soon as you're done with that class, you've graduated. It's like a circle.
Sorry about that, guys. Please mute.
Over that circle of life, it's like a circle of life. Generational circle is over. Then you don't have to come back. I think I agree with what you just said. You don't have to come back anymore. That's fulfilled.
Yeah.
You're done with that circle of life. Then you're going to the higher class, the higher level of the divine.
Okay. That's what I just wanted to clarify and find out your aspect as well. It seems you also do agree to say, okay, we do move on onto a higher plane of existence. What it is exactly, I mean, we only get to find out when we're there, but it is a higher plane.
True. It is.
All right, and I think this is a bit the part I answer my own, and also say that we do have another guest. Yes, another guest on the show. This is dope. We have
The more the merrier.
the more the merrier, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
extra people on the show, so 5 people in total right now. We have other people listening in on live, and but the people like that can actually talk and comment. We have Fabian Izinea. Did I say your name correctly? You can unmute. Hey, Inaya, sorry. Inaya is there. Fabian Inaya, yes. I also know this gentleman from St. Gregory's College, Ikori, Lagos. Almost 11 plus years have gone on for friendship. And he's joining us today. The topic of today is growth and development. And we're narrowing down on the topic of spiritual growth. And we talked about a bunch of things. So those that joined us in the first episode, it was just me and Lawrence talking. In the second episode, we have 3 people on the show right now. Yeah, I'm basically 4 a bit, right? Yeah, so we've gone on from many questions about what it means to want to live, to be alive, to be self-actualization, knowing yourself, affirming your name, knowing what a name is, what a name means to you, the knowledge of the pursuit of knowledge and how it means to your spiritual growth, and also finally at Jaru saying the purpose, and I believe that purpose is something that helps you actualize spiritual growth. So I'll also use this opportunity.
I agree 100%.
Yes, sir. I'll also use this opportunity to extend the question to you, Fabian. First, you introduce yourself, you tell us about this thing, but I'll let you know when. You tell us about yourself, you tell us when, how you know this show, and of course, you're a returning member on the show as well, so welcome back. We really appreciate you. Also, and if you have any products that you want to bring to the table, this would be a good opportunity to do so. Now, one thing I want to do is to answer the question on reincarnation, and that is the topic we are on right now. We're talking about reincarnation, whether we believe in reincarnation or not. But before I move on, let me ask you real quick, Fabian, do you believe in reincarnation?
I would say so. I would say yes.
All right, so yes, so now that means we have 2 yeses, 1 no, and I'll also
3 yeses.
3 yeses. Okay, yeah, 3 yeses and 1 no. So it's finally me to
Track of Jaru.
Okay, so 3 yeses and 1 no. Okay, and then finally me, I'll be the one to answer. Yes, I'm kind of in between because I see the world a little differently. Think of it like this. I know when you are, because I guess I'll go for my professional background. I am an internal medicine doctor and a specialist in internal medicine, general physiology. I also, right now, I work at Georgetown Medical University Hospital, and I work as a neurophysiologist. So I understand I'm in the process of understanding how the body works when it is under anesthesia, while you're going through surgery. I'm in the process of understanding how it means to put somebody too close to death and bring them back all the way back to life. I'm also in the process of understanding what it has to do with memory and understanding pain. So that's my background. But to understand reincarnation, in my short time on this planet, I will say that I kind of believe in reincarnation. I'm kind of on the fence. I've not been proven beyond a reasonable doubt that it exists, but we have very, very select cases where reincarnation has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt, and I will show you examples in a bit. Do I believe in reincarnation? Yes. Why? Because we are always in a state of change. I'll tell you this in a story, right? Imagine if we had fetuses, right, in the womb, babies in the womb, zygotes, and they all had cell phones and they could talk to each other, and only each other in other wombs. They could communicate with another baby in another womb and say, hey, how's it going? This one's like, oh, I was just conceived 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting to know how this thing works. I've never formed my umbilical cord, so it's still wireless. As it gets developed, 3 months, like, oh man, we're growing up, we just formed the new heart circulatory system, and the nervous system is coming in, is kicking in. By like 5th month, you have your digestive system already set, you have your lymphatic system beginning to pop in, and your baby is growing, your fetus is growing at this point, and it grows up to about 8 months, 9 months, and it's time to get born. What does it say to the other babies? It say, hey guys, it's time for me to go. I see a light. I'm gonna go towards the light. Bye guys. And the phone drops off, and you can't communicate with him again. The other babies will tell each other that he died, right? We can't communicate with him.
Oh, okay, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. To tell you that, the baby
That's crazy.
died. But we who are outside of that bubble that they are in will say, oh no,
Say he's born.
he's just being born. You understand? And that is you starting a whole new life in a whole new temporal universe. You are in a different temporal universe when you are a sperm cell, right? It took you however months to be matured, and then you developed, and then one day your dad and your mom got together and they loved each other very much, and then they were able to conceive you. And then from that time, your temporal universe changed again, and you now lived on a time scale of 9 months, and you went from 0 to your 9th month, and then you reached your expiry date, and now you enter another temporal universe, which the scale increases to how many? Right now the average lifespan is about 75 years, maybe going up to 80, and you now have an 80-year time window again for you to continue. Now if you do die, what we see people do is that they die. No, they don't go and die, but people that die, right? They die, and the body goes into another phase, which is a decomposition phase. So all this while you're alive, you are always accumulating energy, eating, and using it to build up your body. After a while, what happens is that all of that body starts to break down. After you stop absorbing energy, you start to break down again. You decompose, and you turn back into the nutrients that the plant will absorb, grow into a fruit that another plant will pluck and eat. Now, are you reincarnating in that sense? Technically, yes, because
That's technically still counts.
Yes, technically yes, because what if you didn't get absorbed by a tree, or maybe you got absorbed by a worm, for example, your nutrients got absorbed by a worm? Because if you are what you eat, and you have eaten something and that made you, and now you've turned back into nutrients, you are going to become something somebody else's eats. So
Make them.
reincarnation, why I say I'm kind of on the fence, is because yes, there's some very good examples and an anecdotal evidence towards reincarnation being a thing, but it does not really equate in the temporal universe we live in. Because if you are to do that, then you have to go on the Buddhist time scales, which actually go through a lot of samsaras, if I'm correct. And yes, like
Yes, a lot.
yes, where you are like 75 years old, and now it's 1,000 years old, and now it's 10,000 years, and now it's 1,000,000 years, and now it's 10 million years, like that. And it's like a cycle, a concentric circle of ages that you move through. Fabian, so I just want this long-winded explanation was me explaining reincarnation. So right now I want Bobby to introduce himself. I believe he's the next person to go, or is it Jaru, to reintroduce themselves, tell us about themselves, and then what they think about the question and the table, and then Fabian can go.
Okay, my name is Bobby Ojeh. For me, like, I don't believe in reincarnation.
Okay.
So, when people, I wanted to ask, when you say purpose, because the thing is, we've not been able to even, maybe I don't know, have we been able to define what spiritual growth is and what growth on its own is? Because growth is used for businesses. As an entrepreneur, you want your business to grow, right? So you have growth mindset. Do you understand? So you use growth when it comes to physical things, like a child is growing. It's something that, so it's a different thing entirely, business. But when it comes to spiritual growth has to do with relating to the realm of spirit. If there's anything like a universe, right? People say it's the universe. Now, when Jerry said that you have to reincarnate and come back and fulfill purpose, right? You reincarnate and come back to come and fulfill purpose. What is that purpose? Is it defined? Because in the realm of the spirit, I don't think there is anything like speaking. There is no mouth, because that's spirituality. That's spiritual. That's what spiritual is. When you say your spirit, when you say the realm of the spirit, spirituality in itself is the realm of the spirit. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, go on, please. You are making some good sense.
Okay, fine. So if you now say that spiritual growth, because if you say spiritual growth, are you saying that the divine, like Lawrence, what you said, the divine would want to send you back to fulfill what you were not able to fulfill, whereas the divine has a lot of other people who can fulfill what you need to fulfill? Remember, we have a lot of people that can fulfill.
But every man with a unique, destiny. We don't have the same numbers.
Yeah.
We don't have the same numbers. We might look alike, but we all have different destinies, bro. But go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you short.
No. Let's make it interactive so that we can.
I love that. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly.
Let's make it interactive. So when you say we have different destinies,
unique destinies,
unique
destinies, yes.
So because for me, people always, when you see people say they have a purpose in life, so when you say you have a purpose, what purpose are you trying to fulfill? Has the divine given you any instructions on what to fulfill? Because purpose has to go in line with what the creator, who does not exist in time, is saying to you, because you have your own personal communication. Give the example like the Buddha. So if you say you have a purpose, what purpose is that do you have in life? What defines that purpose? Is it physical? Is it saying that you need to be like? So what's that? You need to.
It's an inner fulfillment. It's an inner fulfillment. There's a relief.
Thank you. Oh my God, Jaru.
Okay, let me give an example. I run a charity that manages wounded and injured soldiers in Nigeria.
Okay.
Right? Nigeria Conquered. The fulfillment that I have is that I'm able to give. I'm able to do what I'm doing in terms of offering my service to the nation or to humanity. So filling in a gap whereby the government was supposed to do. Right? Now, if I'm saying that, how would I put it? If I'm saying that this is my purpose and we've been able to run recovery programs for people and all that, gives me that satisfaction. That's fulfillment. Do you understand? That's fulfillment. Are you saying that was my purpose? Because in line with what you're saying, whatever gives you fulfillment is your purpose. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. I do get what Bobby's trying to say. I do get what you're trying to say. Okay. I only have one question. If it came down like to the last moment, and this service you do offer to the soldiers, would it does it give you peace?
Yes, it does.
It does?
The smile on their faces and the story, the how would I put it? The reactions we get from what we do gives me that.
Yes.
It depends on what the peace you're trying to say, but for me, it gives me peace. It gives me that sense of fulfillment.
Yes, exactly. It gives you that sense of fulfillment. So, can we say, is this fulfillment something you can say, okay, if it came down to the last and I was to die, because of what I used to do, I feel I should not reincarnate on this planet anymore because I already did it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in your case, this might be not the full purpose, but it's a very, very big opener to the purpose.
Exactly. It could be a channel. A channel.
Yeah. You already feel that peace. That's like something major. That's really major. You already feel some kind of peace with the service you offer.
Yes.
Yes. So this is really like I think you've just opened the door to your purpose. Let's see where it goes.
No, so this is it. So we're over to this is it. For the fact that you're existing in life, there are problems that comes with this world was created by men.
Yes.
And the reason why, so problems were created. Now man is still the same person finding the solution. So that's why whatever problems you see, entrepreneurs will tell you, once you solve problems, you get value for the problems you solve. Yes, it's a constant, but you're relating it to a higher purpose. That is where it's wrong, because wars are being fought, people are getting injured, and what we do, other people are doing what we do in other nations, to support their own wounded soldiers. So we are fixing a problem. We are helping to see how we can reintegrate back people into society. So how do you juxtapose that to opening a bigger picture? Because most of these things that are happening, remember, the injuries that you're seeing are created by man. Wars are instigated by man.
But also, a man is trying to solve the thing. So there's a yin and a yang in this situation. There's a
yin and yang. You say that.
We, the same way that we have somebody actively causing the war, we have someone like you with Nigeria Unconquered actively trying to help those who have been affected by the problems of man. In my opinion, I believe that is the Almighty's way of trying to balance the scales, and I also want to use this to extend to Fabian. I don't know if he's still on the line. Oh, Lawrence just dropped out again. Fabian, use this opportunity to extend to you to please come in, introduce yourself, and talk about something. And Jaru, get primed to talk about and introduce himself as well. Hello? Fabian, you there?
Yeah, I'm here with you.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. You asked me before if I believe in reincarnation.
Yes, I did.
So I would say I'm in both sides. I can't really say, because
Yeah,
number
like
one,
me.
why I would say I believe and I don't believe, because in the Bible there's no place in the Bible that says we will die and we'll come back reincarnated. I hope you know that.
But
So that is one.
But didn't Jesus technically reincarnate if he is the Son of God?
He didn't reincarnate.
Okay.
He didn't reincarnate.
He didn't reincarnate because
No,
Jesus.
I won't say he reincarnated. No.
Yeah,
Jesus is the Son of
He
God.
resurrected.
Yes, the scripture says he resurrected. So when he resurrected, just to chip in, he now came inside us as a form of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
So what do they mean? What do they mean that he's coming again? What do they mean? So why are they telling us? So why are they preaching out there that Jesus is coming again? So what does that mean?
Wait,
What's he
hold
coming
on.
for?
Jesus is coming again. Doesn't mean he's going to reincarnate. You get that point? He died and listen. He died and
I love this. I love this stuff.
And he went up flesh and blood. He went up flesh and blood. So him coming again means he's coming down flesh and blood again, not coming back reincarnated. Like
That is the word now. That is the word of reincarnation now, bro. Let's look up the word reincarnation. Ata, please, can someone do us that favor?
Yes, since we are live on perfect. Since we are live on
Let's go ahead.
YouTube, I can actually show people the Google translation. So if you guys can go on your YouTube, you can actually see this in real time, and we are going to check on the word reincarnation. All right. I was searching up the word fulfillment earlier when somebody said fulfillment and purpose. So now let's see reincarnation. Reincarnation. All right. So reincarnation, according to Wikipedia, there's a very cool picture here. According to Wikipedia, reincarnation, also known as rebirth or transmigration, is the philosophical or religious concept that the non-physical essence of a living being begins a new life in a different physical form or body after biological death. In most beliefs involving reincarnation, the soul of a human being is immortal and does not disperse after the physical body has perished. Upon death, the soul merely becomes transmigrated into a newborn baby or an animal to continue its immortality. The term transmigration means the passing of a soul from one body to another after death.
So Fabian, did you hear that?
Yeah, I got that. So,
Yes.
So that's exactly the same thing. Ojeh is coming back. He's coming back. He would never come back in the same form. They would never come back in the same person. He's coming back in a different form, in a different person, in a different family. Coming back to come and fulfill his own purpose because we all have our own.
wait.
No.
Wait, guy.
No.
You mean you're going to give back to him again? That's what you're trying to say.
Who? Sorry?
Yeah,
Is that what
you say?
Of course not, because the first time, hold on, the first time he came, they had to give birth to him. So the next time he's coming, they would have to still give birth to him again. Don't you understand? He's not going to come in the form of his spirit.
No.
I love this.
He said he's coming down.
Bro, do you know that? Wait, hold on. The first time he came, where did he come from? Did he come from the ground? Did he come from up? Did he come from up? Did he come from up? Did he come from the Holy Spirit into the lady?
No, it didn't come. In fact, it was when he resurrected that the Holy Spirit became.
Wait, hold on, please. Who are we talking about right now? Are we not talking about Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Yes.
How did he come into the world? Please, the first time.
How did he come
into the world?
Remember that the scripture says that before the foundations of the world, the lamb had been slain. The lamb, which was a form of symbol to represent the Christ. So before Genesis 1, Jesus Christ was already in existence.
Yes.
Do you know that? Jesus, but
Sorry, please, who's speaking? Is this Bobby?
This is
Yes,
Bobby speaking.
All right, good. Go ahead.
Yes, please say your name. Yeah, I love that, Jaru. Whenever we are talking, please say your name at the end or beginning. This is Eddie.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
good. Go ahead,
Bobby
brother.
speaking.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Before the foundations of the world, the lamb had been slain. The lamb symbol represents Jesus. The problem was that Jesus Christ was concealed in the Old Testament because the prophets and the kings could not understand what most of the prophets were communicating. So you can see, if you look at the Old Testament, you see some places. In fact, even the prophet Isaiah even spoke about the coming of Christ, So these things, what you're trying to say, so what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is Jesus Christ coming as a human being. Remember, there was no place where intercourse was made whereby Jesus Christ came. So he could not come in the form of, so there was no exchange. So he came, his birth was, how would I put it, like a mystery. So there was no intercourse, there was no sperm, as doctors will say, that formated Jesus Christ. So you cannot use that and say that he's going to reincarnate again into someone, because the fact that you are in this life, you must be able to, that law was set that a man and a woman must meet to make sure that once that law is activated, a child is produced.
Hold on. Thank you very much, Bobby. I love what you have said now. So now let me now go back now and tell you that that's the reason why they said, he that did it before, we do it again. They are still virgins out there.
Yeah,
the first person that brought them into the world was virgin. So they are still virgins. They are still vessels. You understand? See, that's the reason why I told you that. He is of the world and he is the world. He's the universe. He cannot be in and he cannot be out. He's the one that controls the affair of whatever happens. Do you understand? You feel me? So, bro, now, what I'm trying to tell you is this. I said something from the beginning that I'm not a religious person. I am a spiritual person. So, and you use the word here. You said you're against reincarnation, but you use the word here right now, and you said it's a mystery. If you really understand the word a mystery, please, Emeka, can you go online and research the word what a mystery is?
Yes,
that's the reason why we say our God is a mysterious, our God is a mysterious.
You said I should search for what?
So if you wouldn't understand, or you wouldn't accept the idea of, there's something like reincarnation, probably fine. I'm not going to force that on you.
but some of us believe it happens. We come in different forms.
Do you know that? You say you're not a religious person, but you bought into the idea of what Lawrence was saying in terms of the Buddhist belief.
Yes,
for me, in terms of reincarnation, the only religion that promises eternal life,
yes,
is the Bible. Is Christianity the only religion?
But Buddhism has immortality as its core.
That's the reason why I said, bro, we were all born Christians. We were all born Christians. We attended St. Gregory's College at the Ikoyi, Lagos,
Yes.
It's not valid. Don't let for that ball here valid from your mouth.
Bro. So we
let me just give you something.
on that. Yes, bro. See, but as we started growing, some of us started understanding certain things about how the world. See, that's the reason why I tell people to say, the world itself will teach you. You will learn. That's not what they say. You will learn. You understand? You would be forced to learn the ways of the world, see how you can operate and understand. When you're searching, you will find. When you seek, you will find. When you knock, the door will be open for you. You will ask and you will receive. Do you understand? And it's just so. There's a level you will get beyond getting messages. Do you understand? There's a level you will get beyond getting messages. That's when you're literally listening. But now you're now searching and you're getting. You're not only just listening to what people are telling you right now, but you yourself, you decided to research and understand. Oh, what's the meaning of this thing? Why do they say this thing? If people are saying, okay, some people reincarnate and they go back and say, that's the reason. You know what I first said? I think it was against it. I said I'm in support of it. What said it was in support of it, but the Buddha said that, when certain people, or when you've been able to fulfill when I've been able to pass down my message, when I've been able to pass down the knowledge that I've been able to acquire in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm, I've been able to pass it down to my disciples. Do you understand? That's the same thing Jesus Christ did. He passed down the knowledge to the disciples before I have shared down. No, please, can I just finish? Sorry, please don't. Hope you don't mind, please.
Yeah, sure. Continue.
Oh, okay, so you understand? I'm just trying to, make you understand something about. I am not forcing my opinion on you, but I'm just trying to make you understand there are certain things that happen in the world, the mystery.
Okay.
We don't even know he's coming. I'm just trying to make you understand that whatever the Bible is saying, or whoever is saying that he's going to come in the form of, we don't even know how he's going to come. We don't know how he's going to come. Even I think.
Okay. Jaru.
I am not 100% sure, but we don't know yet.
Jaru, can you hold on? Can I tell you something?
Okay.
Okay, as Fabian speaking.
Okay, go
and
ahead.
If you've read Matthew 24, verse 29 to 31, it was said that immediately after the tribulations of these days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not shield its light, and the stars will fall from the sky.
Okay.
You understand that? And the celestial dew will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in the sky. And then all of the people of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the cloud of heaven with power and great glory. He will send out his angels with a loud trumpet, and they will gather his select from the four winds, from one end of the sky to the other. Did you hear that? So now they're not saying he's going to be born again, like come back to be given birth from another woman or something like that, as you're saying.
But who knew he was ever going to come in the form of a human being?
So I think that just to chip in, Bobby speaking, I think that, and Fabian, just to chip in what you're saying. Remember, when you're studying the Bible, you must be careful to understand that there was a lot of parables that were used in scriptures to this. So parables is like Montessori. If you went to a Montessori school, it was used for children who don't understand how to say ABCD. So they use different ways in terms of explaining ABCD to the children, basic children here in Nigeria. I think here, especially in Nigeria here. So parables were used to explain things to the Jews. To break it down for
Parables,
them.
according to
You understand?
Wikipedia,
You must be
is
careful when you are reading for you to be able to understand, to spot where parables were used, because you cannot make a doctrine out of parables. And also the scriptures, even the Bible also has places where they had figurative speeches, metaphors. Remember, it was written, so it was drawn out from the inspiration of people. So you must be able to understand where the person, what the intent of what that particular scripture was communicating, for you to explain it properly. So that's just my 2 cents.
parable according to.
Right?
I was at 50 cent. Yes, a parable according to Wikipedia is a succinct didactic story in prose or verse that illustrates one or more instructive lessons or principles. It differs from a fable in that fables employ animals, plants, inanimate objects, or forces to nature as characters, whereas parables have human characters. A parable is a type of metaphorical analogy. That's according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
But this whole thing, if we now even want to let's ask ourselves this question: if at the ending of his death, the death of Jesus Christ, he said it is finished, and he finished his assignment, like they said, he finished his assignment, right?
Mhm.
So why is he coming back again?
That's a very interesting question. Why is he coming back again? Yeah, you forgot to sign your warranty. You're trying to reach you for your car insurance and warranty.
But we're not. So if he comes, where are we going to?
That is a whole other. That's a whole other podcast, because that would dive into extraterrestrials.
I think I'll set the tone for that podcast.
Yeah.
So for where we are, so it depends. You need to understand heaven, what heaven means. So it's a whole, like you said, it's a whole different podcast. But the truth is, in the whole of the scriptures, there's no way that says that believers are going to make heaven. You can quote me. Anybody can check it. No place in the scriptures.
Believers are going to make heaven.
Yeah, the believers are going to make heaven, right?
Make heaven. There's no place in scriptures that says that. No place.
I think so. No.
We can fact check
No
in
place
real
in
time.
scripture says that. So if no place in scripture says that, if Christ, you say, if we agree that Christ is coming, then where are we going to? So we'll set the template, and I will explain it in details in the next podcast.
Exactly. That's the reason why they said you are creating a different planet, right? Or different planet, or you're taking us to a different world, a different planet, right? After planet Earth. That's where they might take us.
You don't carry a lot of that.
This body,
Yeah.
this body is going to take the form of immortality. It's going to be like it's in the scriptures. Immortality. You are going to take a form of immortality whereby there is nothing like when that time comes, because you come. No, let me not say what I want to say right now.
Go ahead.
Okay,
No,
I want to bring the point that
spaces are free-minded people. No.
yes, this is an open space. I love the communication to be free. You do not need to hide back. If you feel you need to curse, go right ahead.
You can continue.
Yeah, I believe that. So I believe that this body there will be. So when that time comes, there will be like a change. Mortality will put on immortality, and we will see things in it. So that spiritual realm in which we talk about. This body is going to switch, and we will be able to. That is when the scripture that says the judgment and all that will come. That is when we will see. But we will be here, and this body will change. And the dead in Christ, we will see the people who are dead in Christ. We would, come up and rise. it is something that is going to happen. It will be quick. That's what I believe. So it's not a place, because we are already, if you look at what the scripture says about heaven, if you look at what it says in the Hebrew, we are in heaven already.
Exactly.
Yes. But that's,
In
like I
the
said,
Hebrew
it's another
text,
podcast.
it says that
That
we are
will
in
not-
heaven already, and in some other places it says that we are in hell, and in some other places we are about to transit from this planet to either heaven or hell. So technically,
No,
back to the story I told in the
That's why I
beginning.
said heaven. Remember, the Bible might be a piece of literature, but it's not a literature.
Yes, but
Exactly.
if we bring back the
It's better for us to be. So when we do the next podcast, I think we will have to open scriptures.
Yes.
And we'll be able to explain all these things.
I'll pull
So
up my
that we don't just
OBS.
from our head.
Yes,
Have you now?
quite important. Quite
Because it
important.
will blow your mind. Because even the concept of God kills, God make it.
But then, you know, in the same Bible,
Someone can actually just open scripture now. That's Bible now.
Yes.
If you open Bible now, go this.
we will do that. We will do that. We will do that. Fabian, go ahead.
We have Bibles on our phones now. Let's do this.
So even where they say that God kills and all that, I don't believe so, because God cannot be bipolar.
Well,
It's not possible for God to be bipolar.
technically, God is the
Yes,
one
the
that
God that is
created
good cannot
both
be
good
bad.
and evil. In the
If
Bible,
God
in the
kills,
same
that means
Bible,
God is a man.
in the same Bible, God said, "I created good and I created evil." Even devil came to God to collect permission to attack Job. So there has been many
You see, that's the
instances.
thing. If you say so he says, so the scripture says that no man has ever seen God. So,
Yes.
and the scripture says that where light is, darkness cannot comprehend it.
Mhm.
Right? So why would Satan and God have a conversation? Remember that the scriptures were written, and someone was trying to communicate something that we are not seeing, but we are hinged on that, the fact that God and Satan we are sitting down to communicate. How can God and Satan sit down to communicate? This is what my book of Bible story.
Actually, they can.
No,
In the book of Job, in the book of Job, in the book of Job,
They can communicate now. They can communicate. It's his boy now. It's his boy now. It's his errand boy now. It's his boy now. He will communicate.
This is errand boy. So let's stick to scriptures.
You answer to yes.
So if you say Satan is his errand boy, like you quote, where is it written that Satan is his errand boy?
Bro, but they were all. Is it not written that Satan was an angel? Who is an angel? An angel? Who is an angel? Satan was once an angel.
Lucifer was once an angel.
Lucifer was
Yes.
Cast down from heaven.
before he was sent down from before he betrayed God, and he was sent down here.
Ijaru, you know why I like
And
you
now
know,
he
people are very
created-
we are all so if we are saying all this, we need to. So let's open it and see where they said that they said we agreed that Satan had that conversation. Let's not rush it.
What
We'll open
conversation
it,
exactly?
we'll open the conversation. Then you understand that you will see that it was even Job. There was a verse in Job. Let me open it. Let's just open the scriptures. Let's open it.
go ahead.
No, first of all, we need to know what are we talking about before we.
Oh yeah, before we start
yes,
opening
exactly. What I'm
scriptures.
saying was I
What are we-
created it when I said that God does not kill. And
Okay.
for me, if he kills, he's bipolar because of the popular saying, in line with what we are discussing about. Because remember, we were talking about Jesus. We were talking about reincarnation and all that, and I was trying to explain and to say that this body, in respect to what Fabian was saying, that coming down and all that, I believe that mortality will put on immortality. And there will be a quick change whereby the heaven that we are talking about, we are in that heaven already. It is only when that mortality will take form that we will be able to see the heaven that we are talking about. It exists here.
Yeah, the heavenly form. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Then I now deviated a little to tell you that God, even in the notion of what people say, I think we spoke about something, and I said, when he was reading Matthew, and I said, even God does not even kill. And Ata made mention of, okay, where is it that Satan and this person was sitting together? And I said, if God kills, that means he's bipolar. Then we started seeing one or two things. Then Eddie now made mention of something. What was that Eddie you said again? You said, what was that what you said again? What was that thing again?
Please remind me. What are you?
I think you were saying something about Job. What about Job?
Yes, Job in the Bible.
Yes, so yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, there's no way darkness and light can stay side by side. Because even if you're in a dark room and you switch on the light, you don't see darkness. So
You have
how can
shadows.
darkness comprehend itself?
That is exactly what I was about to say, because there has to be balance in everything. That's why every man has good and every man has a bad. That's the word. That's where the word panda came from, black and white. So you understand, there has to be balance. That's why everything you do in life has to balance.
No, but in the context of what we are talking about, the scriptures, we are saying Satan and God, who is light. And the scripture says, no man has seen God, nobody has ever seen God. And even that same Job, in which we are using to draw reference, was written by someone communicating something. So we cannot just take it expressly. We must dive deep for us to know what Job was trying to communicate. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Okay, I understand you.
I get your point now.
Yeah, you shouldn't just say that. Yeah, it has to be proof. Go deeper.
Yeah,
I like this. I like this. Gentlemen, let's, for those that are just joining us, because we have people that are viewing us on YouTube. We've been talking about the topic growth and development, and we dive deep into spiritual growth. And we went there on a tangent. Lawrence, that was with us earlier, he brought the topic of reincarnation, and that brought us down this channel where we are now on, understanding ourselves better, knowing what it means to be a purpose-driven person, knowing what name is, understanding that knowledge is the pursuit of knowledge is a way to increase your spiritual growth. Understanding that purpose is something that we should all try to achieve, and at the end of our life we should achieve our purpose. Knowing that desire, we owed all there is in this world to desire. The desire of I want to live, the desire of I want to grow, the desire of I want to stop, the desire of I want to make a podcast. It's all we owe most of these things in the world to desire. For this, I want to go on now to tell Fabian. I think Jaru will be coming on next. Fabian, I'm going to put a question to you, because Jaru is going to come on. He's going to introduce himself, tell us about himself, tell us what he does. And Bobby did tell us about his foundation, which is Nigeria Unconquered. I put the name on the YouTube page, so those that are watching, please check in the comments. You'll see the Nigerian Unconquered. And if you can send me a text, and Bobby, of a link of what your company is like, their website or something, I can send it on the podcast, and people can check in, and maybe if they can give their own 2 cents, donate something, that would really go a long way. And speaking of donating, please donate one that will not cost you any money. And this is actually a like. If you click on the like and subscribe down there, just click the like button. There will be a design. It will help us to make more of these podcasts. Now back to you, Fabian. We were talking about at a point the one that made us go down this journey. Yes.
Reincarnation.
Yes, reincarnation. But basically on spiritual growth, what is it? What do you think is the best thing that can help us on spiritual growth? For example, I believe desire is what helps us to grow spiritually. If I desire a higher power, if I desire protection, if I desire want, that will help me grow spiritually. Lawrence was like, it's more of a naming issue. Based on the name that you are given, we want, or the name you follow, or the name you choose to serve, that will help you grow spiritually. Bobby went on saying knowledge, knowing things, learning more about the past or the future or the present. Knowledge in all aspects of religion will help you to grow spiritually. And I think Jaru went on to say purpose in life. Achieving your ultimate purpose will help you spiritually. If you achieve your purpose, you even need to come back to redo it again based on the Buddhist belief. So now my question to you, Fabian, is what do you think will help you grow most in spiritual?
I would say I would agree with Bobby because our spiritual growth is you following your path. I think we discussed this when we were also talking about something on the last podcast.
Yes.
I was saying something about this. It can be that you follow your purpose in life. You know, following your purpose in life can make you actually have a strong spiritual growth. Most people don't even think about things like this. Like, let me just put it, how would I put it down? Most people don't believe in spiritual things. Let me just put it that way. Spiritual growth can just be like practicing your prayer, meditation, and all those kind of things. So, individually, as I am now, I'll just put it this way, that I believe in my spiritual growth, like in what I do, putting my prayers together, and I'll get there. So that is just it for me. Most people think is the way of let me say the olden days, like worshiping idols and all those things, and that is why we still have it now. You know, people still worship the idols and all those things. So it's what you believe in. I will just put it that way. It's what you believe in. So that's just it.
All right. Believe is what you think will help us to achieve spiritual growth. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much for that information. That really helped us to understand, and the way you passed it out helps us. And I think I'll give you a few moments to like rethink, and I think my other guests might have some questions for you. But now I want to go ahead and tell Mr. Jaru to please introduce yourself. Tell us about your giveaways, what you do, what you can bring to the table, what it is your product is that you want to talk about on the show that you think people will be interested in. Plug yourself, go ahead, sir. Speaking of plugging myself, I'm gonna plug myself.
Okay, Fabian, I greet you, bro. How you doing now?
Fine, I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
No, thank God, bro. Yeah, so my name is Chigozie Geraldiwo.
Welcome.
And,
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm into real estate. I own a football team.
Oh wow.
I own a football team. Yeah. I'm a young entrepreneur also too. So you should please follow me on God Bless Africa on IG.
God Bless Africa on IG. Let me write that down.
God Bless Africa Academy on IG. Yeah. Okay. So and on this topic exactly, like I said, it's really interesting. It's something I've always, been looking forward to. When I talk about it,
Yes,
and I
indeed.
believe, like I said right from the start, religion. As time goes, start understanding, you start asking questions, you start praying, you start stating, like you said, your spiritual aspects, you're praying, you're fasting, you're worshiping. That's all. The dedication you have for yourself, the dedication you have for your belief, for your faith, your hope. That thing that gives you inspiration, that thing that gives you that motivation to do what you understand, to do the things that you need to do, to do the things that you have to do. There's an inner push. There's an inner push, and there's an inner satisfaction you get when you derive a certain, purpose. That's the word. That's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah, and when we're talking about purpose, that in a lot of ways, there are a lot of things, and those little achievements, the satisfaction you get from those little achievements you get, those are the things that give you joy. Those are the things that give you hope in living for tomorrow. Oh, if I got 100 today, I know tomorrow, I still get like 500 tomorrow. They give you hope. The reason So for the aspect of we're talking about, I think we're done with that topic now.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining me on that topic and answering perfectly like what it means to be a a spiritually growing human being, someone that wants to get better, someone that wants to do what he can. You understand what I mean? That really goes a long way. I really appreciate you for that topic. Really, that is impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that are just joining us, we've been carrying on for more than an hour plus on this topic, literally an hour and 37 minutes. This is good, and I would like to cut this one here because most people don't want a video that's lasting more than an hour and a half of a podcast that doesn't have the people actually showing their faces, or it's being more prominent in the call, like integrated into the call itself. So I will work on that. That's my bad, guys. I will do better. But one thing I will do for the next podcast, because I'm trying to prime up the next podcast also as well, is like maybe next Saturday, say we'll do it a little earlier, maybe around 10 a.m. My time, which will be around like 5 p.m. You guys know 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Nigerian time. We can hold it again, and we'll have everybody join us from all over the world, just like we did today. We had the Zambian here today. Last week in the podcast, I believe we had an Italian on the podcast. So we're always connecting from all over the world, and we really appreciate all the people that join us on the show, people that have made this show possible, those that have made the sponsoring of the show. I'm talking about the equipment we're using right now, like the microphone, the stand, the video components. We really want to appreciate our sponsors. You guys have been very, 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 very awesome and helping out. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to donate to this show. I don't have a GoFundMe or anything yet, but I know I will soon. And when I do, I'll be sharing the link down for the Patreon. I think I might have a Patreon. Check Eddy4ShoT. If it's there, sure. If it's not, just look for my face. You should see Eddy4ShoT. It's me or something like that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Please, Fabian, if you use this opportunity to reiterate what you think growth and development means to you, what has grown and developed in your life, and Jaru, you can also use this opportunity to tell us about your football team and this the upgrades you've done since the last time you were on the show. Because I don't think you had a football team last time we were on the show.
No, I didn't.
Yes, that's awesome.
You're very smart. Right?
Yes, sir. And yes, sir, indeed. Fabian, you are muted if you know, so that in case you're talking, we can't hear you. I would like you to answer as well what you think growth and development is in regards to this whole situation. But before that, if you are not ready, Jaro, you can go ahead, sir.
So basically, it was just an initiative I came up with about sports. Me, I've always been someone that always, loves sports. From basketball to cricket to football, table tennis, and and the rest.
That's true.
So
it was very good in sports in high school. Very good.
Exactly, yeah, bro. So and I have this thing for sanitation. I have this thing for green life. I have this thing for green energy. Because green is my favorite color. And, so I love that idea of sanitation, and I love the spiritual aspect of it and education. So I thought about, why don't I just, see how I can impact those side of me into these kids. So when I moved down to Ghana, Accra, so I met some kids, I brought them together, I got them some jerseys, got them some football,
wow.
I got a coach, I put things together. Yeah, it was something I just started recently. I'm surprised you remember. Yeah, at first I had a restaurant. I had to, create that business like I told you, because the environment wasn't as it wasn't favorable anymore. So I relocated.
I see.
I relocated. Yeah, so it's something I just started. It's still fresh. So I'm just, just a wonderful initiative I just came up with. So I'm still, putting it together, trying to get myself.
Please, what is the team name, so I can write it in the comments so that people can join in and go and support. If you guys want to support children learning football, learning how to play soccer, to be able to do something in their part-time or in their extracurricular activities, get them off the street and be productive members of society, away from all the harms of society. I believe this is a good avenue to invest in and spend your money greatly. If you cannot even give your monetary gain, a like or a subscribe would be great. I would say please click on the like and subscribe button there and ring the bell notification. This will allow us to go out to everyone around. All right, guys. Fabian, are you still on the call?
Yeah. I'm still here.
All right,
Sorry.
so go ahead and please answer the question of what growth and development means to you. Mr. Jaru was able to explain to us about his growth since the last time he was on the show. He has now had a football team. Look at that. So this show would give you somehow, you get out avenues to growth somehow. So he is growing, he's getting developed. We wish his team success and injury-free life tenure, long tenure, and lots of endorsements and sponsorship. Before you know it, now he'll be on one of the big jerseys. You'll be like, I know that guy. And now he has a football team. See, that's how I think growth and development. Amazing. So please, Fabian, go right ahead. Tell us what you think growth and development is to you.
We all know what growth is already. So let me just guide you. It's continuous change in maturity or an individual. That's by factors and the environment also. You know that. So my experience, my own growth and development. Well, for a couple of years, I'm a trader. So I'm a forex trader.
Forex trader.
Okay. Don't know. I do trade.
The FX man.
Please come closer to your mic. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm a forex trader. Yeah, like I said.
Okay.
So,
what is
I've
your
been into it
handle,
now,
or what do you guys go by? Is it handle or?
No. I trade. Personally, I trade on my own. I don't trade for anybody. But if you want me to trade, I can do it for you. But
okay.
You have a robot. You have a robot that trades for you, or are you?
Nah. I trade personally by myself. You know, I do all the technical and fundamental analysis and every other thing that I do it myself. So, me understanding
you teach people how to trade.
Yeah, I do. I
we should do that on the podcast one day. You know, come out, give us maybe like a walkthrough of what it takes to trade, what apps and things you think you need someone. We can do that on the show. You know, sometime down the line. Just talk to me.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
Sorry, I had a call. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I can do that.
Okay. I like that. Then we should aim for that next time.
Yeah.
All right. So coming back to.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
It's kind of loud. There's this chirping that comes in, and then hello, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yes.
Sorry, I was interrupted by a call. So I said yes, I can do that. I can do that on the show.
Okay.
So me, I've been trading for the forex market now since like 2019. So I would say it was really hard for me at the beginning. I lost a lot of money online, just trying to do my best without any mentor or so. So when I got to know this mentor of mine, I started doing it and I started making money. My first trade, I made at least 1 million.
Wow.
I made at least 1 million naira.
Wow.
It was. I felt good when I had this mentor. So that is my own personal growth. You know, I made this 1 million and I was happy. And the second time, I was like, okay, let me just do it on my own without this mentor's way. I made that same 1 million and I lost it immediately because I put in all my emotions while trading. So, and going back to him, I told him this is what happened. He said I was greedy with the market, so so I should just take my time and enjoy the ride while doing it, you know, not putting my emotions and all those things, you know, and I'll grow. And yes, I've seen that. So it's, to me, my growth and development, yeah, in forex has been wild, and in fact, it's been nice for me. Like, since making money from it is nice.
Okay.
So now I can probably say I can just sit down without no mentor. And other people, I was also surprised. Someone came to me last one. I said, "Oh, please teach me how to trade." I was like, "I've not tried teaching anyone before, but let me just show you how."
Yeah, we should do
And
it.
I did, and I did, and the person came to me. I was like, "Wow." I've started making money from this thing. I was like, "Oh, that's good."
Amen.
So it's a progress.
Wow.
It's a progress, and I'm
Okay.
happy. I'm happy that I taught someone, and the person knows how to trade now.
Yeah, that is wonderful. You know, I can hear from your voice you have this joyous countenance of, you know, you've achieved something
Yeah,
that you
sure.
thought was almost impossible before, and now you've gotten to the point where you can even empower another person. That is amazing.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's amazing. And the growth, Jarud told us that his growth was he's become a football, soccer manager, and you have become a foreign exchange trader. That is amazing growth. My growth has been since the last time we all spoke. I got a new job, which is an associate.
Yeah, you said so.
Yes, sir. Associate neurophysiologist. I work in the OR, and I make sure that patients are communicating, or their state of body, mind, and their state of body and mind, and their nervous system is communicated accurately to the doctors while they are doing their surgery, either to the doctors or to the surgeons, or both at the same time. We plug in electrodes to individuals who are, or patients who are about to get a back surgery, or spine surgery, or a neck surgery. Usually has to do with the spine. Whenever we are doing this, or with the brain, whenever we're doing this type of surgeries, the doctors want to know how the patient is doing and how the patient will be doing after the surgery. So based on our ability to, you know, check on these things, my job provides the doctors with expert understanding of the patient's nervous system. So the growth in my position, in my opinion, would be like I've become a better person, I've become a better technician or technologist, and I'm able to help more people. I've developed both knowledge-wise, book-wise, and I've been able to make this OBS studio that you guys are seeing now. For those that are watching on YouTube, they are getting a treat because they get to see my Instagram page that is just playing on repeat all my videos. So I do have an Instagram, I have a Facebook, I have a TikTok, I have a Snapchat, I have all of these social medias, and you can find me with the title Eddy4ShoT, EDDY number 4 SHOT. I do want to appreciate each and every one of you. I don't want this to reach 2 hours, but it's already reaching 2 hours. So please, if you guys can give us a shout out, tell us what you want people to know about you. 2 things, let's say 2 things each. I want people to know about you, 2 things that you think you are bringing to the table, and 2 things that you like. Okay.
Okay. First of all, okay. Hello. Can I
Hello.
say something?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, like, sorry, I wouldn't. Is this Fabian Ifesinachi?
Yes, this is Fabian Ifesinachi.
Oh, okay, bro. How you doing now? Are you the FX man? Badu. Oh yeah, now.
It's the one and only. It's a small one. It's a small one.
Nice one. More blessings.
Yeah,
More
thanks.
blessings.
Thanks, bro. Thanks,
More
bro.
blessings, my G. Anyhow, we'll go updates now. That's all I would just want. Bro, I want us to build a community of strong men where we don't say we really help ourselves, they learn,
Yes.
they grow,
Yes.
see how we can give back also to the community. You
Yes.
understand? It's
Yeah,
just
sure.
our own way. That's the whole idea of purpose. So giving back. What do you have? You came with nothing. You're not going with anything. So what
Alright.
legacy? What can you do for people that tomorrow when you are not there, they can use it and talk about you? Man, when I met this person, when I had an encounter with this person, man, when this person was around, when this person was alive, man, it was good having this person in our life. You understand that
I
kind of thing.
agree.
You know,
People will
little
miss
we
you
don't
after
say-
you're gone.
Nobody's expecting us to get too much. You understand? We can't change the world on our own. We can't change the world on our own. We need a lot of people to change the world, but we can start. We can start from small. Roger. That's the reason why I said this. My OT is little by little. Everything comes together.
Yeah,
That
sure.
small. Everything will package. So, bro, you guys try and follow me on my little small academy I just started. The name of the platform is God Bless
Africa Academy. Yes. Yeah. Is he on Instagram?
God bless Africa Academy.
Yeah,
Let me search for it on Instagram real quick. Bear with
So
me.
then, bro, I also have this idea also too of this thing of a travel experience also too. I started up also too, so we could come up together as a team, have a travel experience within this African countries. We could book a trip, come together, have a couple of friends that are interested in traveling together. All of us could book a ticket together, book some nice environments around Africa. From Nigeria to GH or anywhere, we just plan where we want to go. Put even if not 200k, 300k together for one place, package ourselves. No say okay now this place we want maybe we want to spend like a week here, or like maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days. It's just an idea.
That
Then
would be
from there,
that would
we
be
can
nice.
all link up together and network. The whole idea is to network. Everyone is coming together with. You understand? At least everyone has something to bring to the table. No one is coming to it. Let's come together. JFK. You understand? That's the word JFK. Yeah, no one is coming to put anybody under any pressure. You feel me? We're all grown men now. Some people don't get picky. Some people never get picky, but at least we've come of age. Well, let's all grow together. And by God's grace, everything is going to be fine. Every idea we have, everybody we are going to the table. We're all willing to support. Emeka, I want to really give you I want to cheer. I really want to cheer you out. Because you've been doing a great job, bro. I'm telling you, just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you
I see
so
the way
much.
you keep doing what you're doing. It's not easy. You understand?
Yes,
right
sir.
now, you're not getting much views. You're not getting much attention.
You have to start somewhere.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm telling you, bro. God sees your effort.
Thank you so
and
much.
I'm telling you, the real ones see your effort also. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm telling you, anybody that comes to your mind, send the person your link. Anyone that's ready to join up, let them join up. It's all love.
It's all love, and we always have a very marvelous conversation. Yeah, thank you so much.
There's always going to be a payday someday, bro. There's always going to be a payday someday. Just believe, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You understand? As long as your intentions are right, man.
Yes, sir.
God deal with you. Everything will
Amen.
be okay.
Amen. Yes, and one love, man. Really appreciate that statement for me. Thank you so much for that. Fabian, is there what you want to say? 2 things you like, you want to bring to the table, 2 things you know people will like, and 2 things that interest you. Fabian? I guess network is cutting out on us. But Jaru, please, can you text me your information on Instagram so that I can put in the link so that people can see your show, if possible. Network is so bad. This is reconnecting. I think everybody dropped out because of network issue. Well, I guess if... Yeah, are you there? Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem, man. No problem. I still here now. I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, me too. I'm still here. I was saying that, is it possible for you to give us, like, type your link for your Instagram and the academy in the just send it to me as a message, either on WhatsApp or regular message. Yeah, so that I can put it in the comment section so that people can follow you, like, and subscribe to your page. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and do that. As soon as you send it to me, I'll copy it and I'll paste it in the link here so that people can see it. It will be in the comment section, so please check the comments, like, and subscribe. If you guys like the comments that you're seeing, if you subscribe, if you want to see more of this show coming up. So this is going to be great. Okay, family? Thank you so very much. I would like to use this opportunity to say, Fabian, do you want to say a few words before? Okay, he just sent me the link. I'm going to copy that. And Fabian, go ahead and tell us 2 things you like, 2 things you want to bring to the table, and 2 things you think the audience would be interested in. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank you, first of all, for bringing me to the show once again.
Many thanks, sir.
I enjoy what you're doing already.
Thank you so
I told you I
much.
want to be your PA.
You're supposed to be there. What's happening? Hey, come.
I'm going to be a technical engineer.
But Emeka, to be honest, so can I say something?
Yes, sir.
To be honest, though, with the heart you have it, with the knowledge you have in your medical field, God willing, I pray God leads and God continue to guide and continue to provide for you. You would have an NGO. That's what I pray. God do that.
Amen. NGO. Yes. So
I'm telling you, you have that. I believe you have that spirit to handle stuff like that.
yes, sir.
You understand your own way of service. Yeah,
NGO.
just keep doing what you're doing. God will provide that atmosphere for you.
Amen.
To have people.
Amen.
You know, not going to be able to give back to the society. People would come, even if it's water. So the fact people can come and get water for you. Just little boreholes, just little things. You
Yes,
can
sir.
drink water. People can go to a tap and on the tap, or go to a tank and on it, and there's water there for them to drink.
For them to drink. It's gonna go a long way.
Just little things.
I will do that.
Man, God bless us. Also, it is going to
Amen.
as we grow. This way, things will get better. We'll keep supporting and we'll keep bringing up ideas. Bro, no idea is ever little.
Not at
Anything
all.
that comes
As you're saying this thing, I'm just capturing it now and I'm memorizing it. You just made a very important statement. Going ahead to do an NGO. At least I know some people that know some people. We can communicate and correlate. So definitely. So that's an amazing suggestion.
We said that on the last podcast also.
We did. That's why I just had to lock it down. Since we've had it twice in a row, Fabian, we have to make this happen.
Yes, now, bro, because it's a movement now, bro. It's
Yes.
a movement. Everybody will come with what they know how
No,
to
it's
do.
little by little.
It's a wonderful movement, bro. Sorry?
Yeah, I said little by little. Right? A little drop
Yes.
of rain make into ocean. So
That's true.
with
Exactly. So it's a beautiful initiative, Emeka. So we're just trying to encourage you more. Sure, understand,
I
because
really
we're trying to
appreciate.
encourage. Bro, anything anybody puts their time into, there's always a payday someday. I'm telling you.
yes.
That's true. That's true. And I'm putting in my time and effort, making sure that this comes on and launches properly. I'm always piping it. I'm always pushing it. I'm always saying, hey, if you guys have important, marvelous topics, or if you just want to add to the topic, if you have questions, if you have suggestions, comments, compliments, whatever, even criticism, we take criticism here on the show. We'll be glad to take all of those things. Suggestions, those things help us to grow and get better. Like, for example, somebody told me about me having too many things in the background, and I cleared it up, and now this is looking even more like podcast-like. It's like very personal. It's me and you. We're talking on the phone. We're talking on the video. I'm talking and engaging, and that helped.
I haven't watched it yet.
You should go and watch it. It's so good. Yes, go and watch it on YouTube. The name is Eddy4ShoT, EDDY number 4 SHOT. Yes, sir. No, this one I'm talking to those people that are just joining us and listening in. That don't know what's going on right now. So yes, please go online. You will see the full video on YouTube. It was amazing to have these gentlemen to join us, and even though some of them dropped out because of network, it happens whenever we're having very good conversation like this. When it's getting to plus of an hour, the internet kind of goes like, whoa, calm down, you guys. And it really messes up our this thing. But guys, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this Flight on the Wall podcast. We have had fun. We've talked, we've laughed, we've educated each other. Is there anything you want to say, Jaru, Fabian?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for having me here once again. And I didn't want to do this before, but let me just do it now. I have this signal group. I just said Forex signals.
Okay.
I have the paid one. I have the unpaid. I have the ones for people that can go.
If you can send me a link, I can post it on the comment section of this video, and people can go to it and like and subscribe straight from there.
Yeah, I just opened it because it's not up to 2 days. So
Okay.
I just want people to come on it first of all, then
All right.
I will introduce it
Okay.
to us on the group or on the podcast.
We will do it on the podcast.
So,
we'll introduce it and we'll do that.
They'll follow my trade, and they can also make money as I'm doing.
I like that. You make money while I make money. That's wonderful. Yes, please go ahead, sir.
So once I'm done, I'll send it to you so we can just gain from it.
Sounds
I
great.
have the free one and I have the paid one, so
All right.
we can all just make money from it.
Sounds great to me. Yes, Jaru, do you have anything you want to say? Final words before we shut down the stream?
Bro, man, all I can say is thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for your time, and thank you also, Fabian, also too, for coming on the show also too.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good that we get to support our brother.
Yes, I really appreciate you guys, man. Your support, your time, that is really awesome. Yeah, the real G's coming back supporting.
Yeah, bro. No matter.
After 7 years.
Wonderful, man.
Yes, thank you so
much. So, like you said, bro, if there's anything you can, when your this thing is ready, you can send your information on. I sent my stuff to your message.
Yes, the Instagram. That is the Instagram link, right?
Yes.
Yes, I copied it and I put it in the comment section of this video. So if it's on YouTube, you guys, if you're gonna check out Ojeh Africa's information, it's on the link. His name is Ojeh Africa on YouTube. So if you guys want to see the impact that he's making in all these young adolescents' lives, you'll be amazed with what he has done so far. He has a football team. Last time we spoke on this same podcast, he didn't have a football team, and now he has a football team. So you can see we are making moves on this podcast. People are making moves on this podcast. In this same podcast, Flight on the Wall with Eddy4ShoT, or Eddy4ShoT Flight on the Wall podcast. And today we had our illustrious guest Lawrence Nyambe, we had Bobby Ojeh, we had Chigozie Iwu-Gerald, and we had Fabian Izania. This is amazing to Izania. Yes, Izania. Oh, Enanya. Apologies. Fabian Enaya. Yes, I know Enanya. Fabian Enaya joined us on the show. Towards the tail end, but we had a marvelous conversation with each and every one of them. I do want to thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the show. Since you've watched to this point, we're almost 2 hours and 4 minutes in. You obviously like this show, so please give us a like and subscribe. And please, do you guys want to do a like and subscribe plug? Ask them, just tell the people to like. If you don't like, if you can be angry with them, you can shout on them to like it. However you want, just do a like and subscribe plug for us. You want to go first, Fabian or Jaru?
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little bit.
Yeah, no problem. I was saying, let's do a like and subscribe plug. You just ask the audience to like and subscribe to the channel in your own words, and just what you want. You can say whatever you want.
All right. Okay, so first of all, shout out to the audience. Shout out to
Yes, they are awesome. They are awesome people.
Shout out to the audience.
We love you all.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you so much for your time anyway. So like I said, that is all I have to offer for now. Those platforms I have shared with and you can also follow me also too on my usual page, also too on IG. I'm mostly active on IG, and G McCoy, Iwu Gerald, you coach me on IG. You follow me on Facebook also too, Iwu Chigozie Gerald also too. Then if I have any other idea or any other information also to much more of an entrepreneur. I do real estate also too. It's also to enable to myself, and also to in case you're interested.
Yeah, if you're interested, send me the link as well so I can post it there.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I could also do that.
Yes,
Then
please.
while you purchase the property, I have a platform also too where we produce the blocks for you. I have a machine that produces the blocks.
Oh,
Also,
wow.
yeah, so you're buying. There's a machine that produces for you to build immediately.
My
If you want
men
to
are
buy it,
on
you want to
levels.
fence, you want to fence the property. Yeah, if you want to buy it and fence the property, there's a machine that will fence the, produce the materials for you to fence it. So I'm into business also too. So if anybody is interested, we can always run minds together and see how we can make things work out. We sell, we buy, we sell and we buy, lands and properties also too.
All right, bet. I'm going to send you guys, both of you, I'm going to send you the link to this podcast, the video on YouTube. You should be receiving it right about now. Give me 1 second. I think I have that there. That is there. All right, perfect. And then final person. I think Fabian, you're next. Give me a second. I don't know why I think it's not letting me do it that way, but.
Alright, I'll say thank you, Eddy, for bringing me on the show, and I'll also say recommend your followers. They should keep on liking. They should come on Eddy4ShoT on YouTube and keep following us. I know you have more content to give us.
Yes, there's so many content on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram. If you guys are into all those things, just look for the Eddy4ShoT page on all of your social media. The only one that has an Eddy4ShoT that is not my name is probably Instagram. Instagram is weird like that. But every other where you will find me Eddy4ShoT. Only on Instagram you see Eddy4ShoT_studios. Eddy number 4 underscore SHOT. Eddy Eddy number 4 underscore SHOT. That's my Instagram page, or Eddy4ShoT underscore podcast. That's where you find me on Instagram. On YouTube, you find me as Eddy4ShoT, EDDY number 4 SHOT. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Snapchat. You can find me on all of your social medias except for some unpopular ones. But thank you so much for joining me and joining us on this show. It's been an honor, gentlemen. Thank you so much. 2 minutes and 10 seconds into 2 hours and 10 minutes into the show. I think it's about time.
That's a good number.
Yes. I think we can end it there. We wait for 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Right.
Yes, let's just shout out. We have about 30 more seconds.
Shout out to the audience also to keep supporting.
Shout out.
YouTube, Instagram, and even want to reach out to me also on IG and Instagram. You can reach me on Fabian Xavier 007.
Fabian Xavier 007. Can you spell it for me? Let me write it out.
Fabian.
Not James Bond.
Xavier.
Fabian Xavier 007.
Yeah.
It is where we celebrate. I have put in your posts. I've put in you guys' link. Jaru, did you send me something else?
Sorry?
Did you send me something else?
Right now.
Hold on, let me see. I think it came in a while ago. I just didn't check.
I only said 2 stuffs. No, I said 2 stuffs.
Oh yeah, I didn't get the second one. So you sent me the God Bless Africa, and I didn't get this Instagram.
Then there's this other one. I sent you another one also.
Ojeh Travel Express, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's the one I just posted now. All right, so we have all everybody's links in the chat. Let me put my own as well so that you guys can follow us on all the social media. This is my Instagram underscore studios. This is my YouTube, Eddy4ShoT number 4 SHOT. So please guys, like and subscribe. We can go ahead and end this thing here. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going off of live now. Stop streaming. We will stop streaming.